Hello.
Yes, hi. Good evening, ma'am. How are you?
Hello, good evening, sir. I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fantastic. Thanks for asking. So, how are things with you?
Yeah, things are going pretty well, and I'm glad that you joined me again. I'm super excited to have a conversation with you and happy to have you here today.
Yeah, same here. I'm thrilled to be here with you.
Okay, thank you so much for joining. I would like to know how things are going with you and how's life treating you?
Think maybe I'm joining you after a long time. So there must be a lot of people, and I'm sure there are a lot of people who just joined you recently. So I'll introduce myself for them, and then I'll start with my conversation,
Sure.
right?
Sure.
So, my name is Ashutosh Trivedi, and I hail from Kanpur, Uttar Pradesh. About my education, I have completed my master's degree, that is Masters of Arts in English Literature, in 2024. Apart from this, I run a YouTube channel that focuses on spoken English conversations. But previously, I have done a lot of conversations. But now I'm more into solo content creation. I'm into variety of content. I am trying to give the content to the people which can help them to speak English
Hmm.
better. So that's what I do. Apart from this, I conduct one-on-one online sessions for professionals to help them in their professional growth. So that's all about me. So now, starting with your question that how are things with me? Exactly, YouTube is a kind of roller coaster ride. So it's not always the same. Sometimes ups and sometimes downs. Sometimes I feel like I should quit or should go for something else. But next moment I feel no. It's something which can give me a lot in my life and it has a bright future. So such kind of things are going on and I try myself to motivate every single day so I can stick to it and I can get the results maybe later. That's what I am thinking.
Okay. You majorly focused on YouTube, how YouTube is treating you. Apart from this, can you tell me how life is treating you?
Just when it comes to apart from YouTube, my life, I'm quite satisfied in that sense. I'm not a kind
Hmm.
of person just who loves to go out and doing a lot of things. So most of the time, I like to sit in my room, consume content, talk to my friends, discussing with my family members. So apart from this, it's going really well, and I'm trying my level best to handle all those things in a good way. So yeah,
Hmm.
it's going well because I'm not a kind of person that goes out and a lot of interact with a lot of people, so a lot of problems. No, I want to live a peaceful life, and I'm really happy living here in Kanpur city.
Amazing, amazing. I'm really glad to hear that you have the satisfaction, sense of satisfaction, and you don't need that entertainment. Okay, great. Yes, I agree that ups and downs in YouTube is inevitable. Like it is. And in your case, yes, I have observed your journey these days. It's really nerve wracking. I would say it sometimes hurts me a lot when I see, and I'm like, it's really
Thank you.
uncertain. It's really uncertain. And I can see how much efforts you put into it every single day. And I admire your motivation, your consistency still, because this can definitely
Thank you.
break anyone's heart. It's yeah, I can understand being a YouTuber. I can feel that even when even it if it doesn't work for a month, it's like huge thing. So it's been a long time that you are trying. I appreciate that, and I'm also hopeful that one day this hard work will pay off.
I hope so. And actually, I just get motivation from the people who are working really hard. Not
Mm-hmm.
only me, at least I am fortunate enough that I got like 20,000 subscribers. That's what I feel.
Mm-hmm.
Recently, I was watching a video and there was a lady, she was telling that she has been on YouTube for the past 6 years and she
Mm-hmm.
has only like 3,000 subscribers. So I feel
Mm-hmm.
like I'm far, far better than them and at
Yeah.
least I get a lot of positive comments from people like who writes like Ashutosh, you deserve a lot. So I feel really
Yeah.
happy inside that at least they are feeling something for me. That's
Hmm.
more than enough for me. And of course, maybe days will come and I know the reasons why my content is not working. There are particular reasons behind. I'm
Mm-hmm.
working on myself that maybe you are able to observe and see. Most of the
Hmm.
time I do practice and already in the past I have done more than 20,000 conversations. So
Yeah.
that has been there. But when it comes to, I would say, which is really appropriate for the YouTube, the audio quality and the video quality, that I'm not working on, or just I
Mm-hmm.
don't give a lot of focus to it. And there are reasons behind it as well, because I live on rented place, and maybe you were on rent also, so you can relate to it. So I
Yeah.
cannot invest a lot of things here because this is a temporary thing, and I don't
Mm-hmm.
even know like how long will I stay here, right? So there are
Agree.
many reasons behind. Apart from this, I'm working on myself sufficiently. That's what I can say.
Yeah, your English is now up to the mark. It's like excellent. Anyone who hears you with full of patience, with full of attention, will learn a lot of things from you. That's I'm sure about. Because yes, talking to more
True.
than 20,000 people is just a colossal. It's like a huge thing that you have done. And it shows, it reflects in your personality, the way you speak, it reflects in that. So that's great. Okay. I have certain questions that I want to ask you related to different genres. They are not just about English, they are not
Sure.
just about you, YouTube, and all, because I want to discuss and go beyond a little bit where I can know a little bit more about you and people also can know. They
Mhm.
are very
Right, of
relatable.
course, I'm ready for that.
Okay. I know that you would be able to handle those questions. These are not very like out of the context. Okay, so first I want to know
And
like
even though if
I
I would not be able to, just I would say sorry to audience because I'm not
yeah,
perfect.
and I also don't mind that because this is how we go. It's not mandatory always to know all the things and answer all the things. It's not like I
Exactly.
can tell
This is the
my
part
genre
of
is
journey. Mhm.
yeah, there is one
Mhm.
genre which I don't like at all, which is sports. And again,
Mm.
politics
Right.
too. Politics and sports I don't talk. Maybe a few things, a
Mhm.
little things I would, otherwise I would avoid and I would not answer these questions because I'm not interested. Okay, let me ask you the first question, and I believe that you must have come across people who are very fixed kind of mindset, who are not ready to
Mhm.
accept others' opinion or others' perception, and they are always adamant on their point. Okay, they are always right, and this is the right thing in their brain, and they don't accept others' opinion. So, when you come across such people who are fixed, who have the fixed kind of mindset, how do you deal with that?
Well, it's very difficult to deal with those people. And as I said, that I do not entertain all those people who are not really supportive or not my type. I
Mm-hmm.
try to just, I would say, surround myself with people who are my type, with the same feelings, not adamant, ready to accept me. I'm ready to accept them. So actually, as I said, that I don't meet people offline a lot. I don't attend a lot of parties, events, or the marriage things, because when you go to all those social gatherings, there you get people where they'll tell you, why are you not doing LLB? You should go for B Pharma. You should go for this thing. And they don't listen to your perspective, that why you are just doing something which you want to do. I just
Mm-hmm.
give preference to satisfaction more than degree or more than money, right? But sometimes people are just telling you, oh, all of them are doing this, why don't you do this? So I just try to handle them somehow by saying, okay, okay, sir, I'll go for this government job. And of course, this government job is also something which I always hear, that Ashutosh, why can't you try for it? You're good enough, for sure
Mm-hmm.
you'll be able to get one. But I just handle somehow when I say, this is not my cup of tea and this is not my forte. I don't want to do it. I want to go for something else, and I would say this appreciation from people, and that is more satisfying than money. That's what I know. Okay. So
Yeah.
that's how I deal with it. Somehow I stay with them, and then I don't spend a lot of time sitting with them, because if they
Mm-hmm.
are not listening to you right now, for sure, if you spend a lot of time with them, they will sometimes just somewhat distract you and say a lot of things which are not, I would say, favorable for you. So that's what I do. I try to handle that situation somehow by just nodding my head. Okay, okay, yes, I'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you are saying. But later I just leave them then and there. But I consider their point. Sometimes
Mm-hmm.
later, not that
Mm-hmm.
time. I just come in my own zone. I come to my room, think twice that whether it is good for me or not.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I feel yes, they are saying right somewhat, that I should go for Bachelor of Education so I can have at least an offline career, or I can
Mm-hmm.
be a PGT teacher, or maybe I can go for Masters of Business Administration. But then again, I think like maybe again I'll get stuck with the things which I don't want to do in my life. So
Mm-hmm.
if it is okay, then I think about it later. But at that time, I just say by saying yes. I don't directly say no to them. But I say, okay, I'll just, do it.
Okay, great. I do agree a little bit because I also don't go out much and do such things like partying and meeting people and no, as just like you do, reading books and staying alone with my family only. But I think I have created an aura, or maybe it is in my personality, where earlier people didn't take me very seriously, but now they are there to seek my advice or there to ask my perception, my point of view, what I think of this particular profession, or what I think of this particular examination, or would he or she, any person in the family, like any student in the family, is going to take an examination or do certain things, they ask me. Earlier they were like, she doesn't know anything, and now their perception has changed towards me. And but I don't mind. I'm like, okay, over time people change.
Because now things have changed in just your part. Of course, now ball is in your court
You
somewhat,
can
because
say.
at that time they were thinking that you are not successful, you are not doing
Mm,
something, so how will you be able to guide someone? But
mm,
now they feel like more than 100,000 people are following you, which is not an easy task, right?
mm-hmm,
Then they ask for your approval, that what do you
mm-hmm.
think about it? And sometimes maybe people are asking something which you don't even know about, but they want
Mm,
to take your decision. It happens. Like
that's
the
true.
job which you have never done, how can you tell about it, right?
True.
But people think that many people are following you. That's why you know everything and you have idea
Mm,
about all those things. That's why they want your approval. So
yeah.
now it's good for you that, but I would say recommend only those just things to people which you are doing. That's
Mm,
what I feel about myself. I don't
mm,
say to the people, no, just go for this or this field, because I don't know very much about it. I say
true.
ask your child,
Mm,
think like twice that what is
mm,
his decision and what he
mm,
likes doing, then
mm,
everything is good. But if you work hard, for sure everything is going to give you a result. Whether you go for humanities, whether you go for commerce, you go for art side. As we studied in Navodaya, it was a huge discussion, so maybe you can
yeah.
relate to it. So
Mm,
that's what I feel, even though I went for commerce, but I'm pretty satisfied with myself that yeah, I took
mm,
a decision which I just was able to prove it later.
mm. Perfect. Yes, I do agree. And even I tell them to not compare their kids with me. This demotivates them, and they do. I don't know why family members do that. They always give my example. Look at Rajni. She studied in a school since fifth standard till fifth standard. I studied in a school, in a government school, where I used to sit beneath trees and I didn't know anything. I was like totally kind of illiterate person, and they always give my example. I also feel bad because they are my cousins. So when parents give
Hmm.
my example, this really demotivates them. But the good thing is, like, we have a strong bond, so they share with me that papa said this, mama said this about you and all. But it shouldn't be there. They should not compare me, because I think everybody's destiny is different, everybody's work and purpose is different entirely. Situations, circumstances are different. Because I one time, there was a time when I was also not sure about things, and that time nobody gave my example that she's not sure, look at her. Now why are you comparing? You shouldn't be
Hmm.
doing this. So this is also, I always try to change their perception, like their parents perception, to just listen to your kids, not I, and do not compare with me. But it's quite challenging, it's quite difficult to change their perception towards different certain things. Okay, anyways, let's move to the next question. I want to know, like, how much advertisements affect your life.
Advertisements. I don't even watch advertisements, to be honest, because
No.
I'm not very much into it. Mhm.
Okay.
So, in what sense you are asking? I mean to
Like,
say advertisements on TV, or because
hmm,
I don't watch television.
mhm,
As you know, that I was in Navodaya, no television there also. I used to miss Saturdays. I didn't go there for the movies. Maybe
uh-huh,
hardly there would be 1 or 2 Saturdays when I watched movies due to my friends. Or secondly, I went to just it used to be there in mess. So I used
hmm,
to go there for the cricket only, cricket match. That's it.
okay.
And when at home, I don't watch TV a lot. I just
Hmm,
live alone and I try to spend time with myself there also. But
mhm.
here sometimes on YouTube, but YouTube we always wait for the skip button. So that I don't go through the advertisements a lot. Now just clarify me that what kind of advertisements you're asking for.
Sure. Actually, nobody watches advertisements and nobody likes, because, as you mentioned, that we all wait for the skip button. That's true. But
Hmm.
still, there are certain, because we are in this particular field where we get advertisements related to platforms which provide these kind of sessions, which provide online classes, which provide reading material, advanced skills, advanced communication skills, personality development. So these kind of advertisement can affect us. Like, okay, we think, okay, I want to be a trainer, so this is something which I should be, maybe I should try once, I should attend one workshop. These days people don't just come with the courses directly, they come with the workshops. In 99
Hmm.
rupees you can attend a workshop of 90 minutes or 2 hours or 3 hours, whatever. So those have affected me a little. I attended a few. Apart from this, related to law of attraction, when somebody talks about universe, law of attraction and these things, those things also affect me. Those advertisements, it affects me. It's not like I go for those courses or something, but I watch those advertisements too. When somebody is speaking from the heart and I'm able to resonate, just that seems like, okay, just listen to it. Sometimes the advertisement is also for so long, like 30 minutes, and I watch that. One person is there, I remember, I don't remember the name of this person, but the person talks about reading books, how you can read books
Hmm.
faster. And then he mentions,
Hmm.
he calculates the, you will be able to read 53 books in just 1 year, and if you want to speed up and such things. So these things, apart from this, uh like,
I think I'm not sure whether you are talking about Mark Manson or Jess Eddy. I'm not sure.
the person wears
Mark
glasses
Manson
too.
talks about like with a lot of. Oh, maybe I'm not sure.
No.
Hmm.
Yeah, so that, and apart from this, as I am very much inclined towards women empowerment, where I feel to empowering myself at the same time, women who are working. Uh, if that kind of advertisement I see, like how to break the glass ceiling, how to break the case, and how to come out of it, and I stay and watch. I have attended one workshop because of that advertisement too. So this is like, these advertisements affect me. Apart from this, I can say related to my hair care, skin care, healthcare. Like, let me give you one example. I have ordered one, that Ojiva, if you have heard, to
Hmm.
improve your skin internally. Not like, I don't love applying a lot of creams. It is like I can apply, but if you do for a long period of time, it becomes tedious. Like, मुझे daily daily करना पड़ रहा है. Like, everybody
Exactly.
wants to
Then
be.
it's the time consuming, and you
Yeah.
feel like then it becomes compulsion for you. Right now, it is
Yeah.
a choice. It is an option
Mm-hmm.
for you, a choice for
Mm-hmm.
you. But later, because when you appear in a certain way, then you
Mm.
want to appear in the same way, and that takes a lot of time. Yes.
And it's not about others, it's not about like I want to be, and everybody likes to look good. Like, when you look
Yeah, it's
at
all about
yourself
like
in the
professionalism, not about
mirror.
others.
Yeah.
You feel groomed and the confidence that improves your
Yeah.
confidence too. That
Hmm.
I know. Hmm.
And only people who are like very already have image in my brain, some kind of image, only those people can influence me. So when I saw all the advertisements already of Ojiva, but once she created the video, I ordered immediately. I don't know why I ordered that. So somehow, sometimes advertisements affect my life. How about you? Now you can tell me.
Okay. Okay, and now I got it. Like that part is not there in my life, to be honest.
Oh,
I
wow.
don't get any impact of all those people. And I,
Mm-hmm.
even though I like people personality, but I don't like the product which they advertise because
Hmm.
I know, even though sometimes we advertise something and I know the reality of it, that they are not the user of it. Like let's
Mm-hmm.
suppose if just Virat Kohli is advertising like MRF tires, what does
Mm-hmm.
it mean? Like, maybe sometimes he doesn't even know that what it is, right? If he is advertising maybe it's a very simple thing, but
Mm-hmm.
he is ordering water from the France. But if he is just maybe advertising Bisleri, it does not make any sense, right? So
Yeah,
that's why
true.
I follow the people, I follow their mindset, I follow like how they are becoming good. I get
Mm-hmm.
more inspiration towards that person, okay,
Mm.
their real quality. But I don't go through all these just things, outliners which you told me. And not, I'm not into skincare or nothing like that. I'm a very
Okay.
just simple in that sense. I want to work on
Mm-hmm.
myself as a person. I,
Mm-hmm.
what I believe in, that your character gives like gives you a better odor, or just you get a very, if you are a good person, you are helping nature, it does not make any sense like whether you have a perfume or not. Okay. So but, and second thing, I have never worked in an offline setting also, so that's why I don't have that mindset. And I'm just, as you are able to see from my background, or you are able, you are just observing me for the past 2 or 3 years, maybe you are able to see that what kind of things are there that I'm not changing. Maybe in future I'll consider that, but at
Mm-hmm.
this moment they do not affect me a lot, to be honest. I just sometimes only the pronunciation, if I get the advertisement of somebody who's very good in American English, that
Mm-hmm.
gives me goosebumps, that why should just why shouldn't I go for it, and I can improve my pronunciation and speak like a wonderful
Mm-hmm.
speaker. Only then. But otherwise, what I think, it's all about my skills. Maybe later, and money is also the big concern. Okay, right
Yeah.
now you are in a position that if you feel that going for a 99 rupees workshop is not a very difficult task for you,
Mm.
easily you can pay 99. But for
Hmm.
me, I have to think about it, and I have
True.
some responsibilities too. Okay,
Mm.
still I have a sister. Okay, so I'm thinking about, my mother always tells me that try to collect some money for her marriage. That is the scene. So things are completely different in my case, so that's why I don't for all those things which are asking for a lot of money. And I
Mm.
don't get effect for just the impact of all those advertisements which you talked about. Even though if I like maybe the women empowerment or all those things, but I like those personalities. I like,
Mm.
I would say, Greta Thunberg. I like Emma Watson. I like
Mm-hmm.
Priyanka Chopra. I
Mm-hmm.
like just the lady, that Munima Mazari. But I don't like the product which they are advertising.
Mm-hmm.
I like their personality. That is my perception. I like people,
Mm-hmm.
not products, because
That's true.
products do not make them better. Okay, but
Mm.
their character makes. So I see the hard work behind, rather than just looking at whether they are applying Boro Plus or Fair Lovely. That I
Mm-hmm.
don't care. So that's how my mindset it, and they do not impact me. But I see some of my friends that they used to, even though my friend was there, how to boost your memory, 10x memory, 20x memory, like this kind of stuff. And
Mm-hmm.
second thing is that I found myself into spirituality a bit. So that is somewhat I am into realism and the reality, rather than
Mm.
going for this content that this can help you a lot or not. So
Mm-hmm.
that's why I don't get a lot of impact of all those
I
things in
do
life.
agree. Yeah, I do agree.
I'm
But
completely different. Mhm.
and I agree
In that
that
sense.
finance is always a concern of everybody's life, and it should be, because when I was
Mhm.
not able to, I wasn't
Mhm.
doing certain things. Now I am doing because I
Yeah.
am capable to. Second thing, over time, when you read people, when you listen to people, when you observe a lot of things, when you have a lot of dreams, when you are up to create a lot of things in future, you focus on all the areas, like holistic approach. That's what I have, I think,
Mhm.
incorporated. That's what I have, I think, changed in my
Mhm.
life, which is yes, these things, as you mentioned, that I believe in people and their hard work. So do I. Of course, these are the things which are going to make me and which are going to help me, and they're helping me truly. I appreciate that they're helping me, as well as I got this from everybody, which I you know appreciate a lot. Just you mentioned the names in which I appreciate and I admire a lot. Priyanka Chopra. So those people also tell, like, if you're working, work holistically. Approach, you should have the holistic
Mhm.
approach if you are capable to. It's not mandatory, but the inner part comes first. As you mentioned that you are into inclined towards spirituality, so do I really follow these things, and you won't believe, I just started yoga classes officially, like professionally,
Mhm.
with a trainer on this Monday. It's been a week. Today
That's
in the
great.
morning, I was like about to faint in the classes. So in the morning, I wasn't feeling good at all. And I started my day late, around 11. I started my day. So it's like a holistic approach I have incorporated now in myself. And that is why I go for everything. It's not like I'm just looking towards these things only, which can make me good at certain things in a few seconds or few minutes or few days. No, I agree, because as I am going to do the meditation and yoga is one, after this language or after becoming a YouTuber, I want to be in yoga, psychology, and you can say spirituality. So these things I want to follow with a holistic approach where I feel good about myself inside out, like always, where I can appreciate when I look at myself in the mirror, when I think about myself, when I'm alone, when I'm thinking or speaking or doing the self assessment. I want to be I am sure that I wouldn't be perfect for the other person, maybe in person or how, whatever it is. But I want to be very, very good person for myself. That's my approach, and that is why I think it has changed a little bit. And then again, it comes into in myself that it's not. It's about my growing mindset, because we are at the
Mm.
age where we are learning. We are not okay, we have achieved a certain thing and we will stay here now. No, we still have to upgrade, we still have to change certain things. Again, we have to upgrade our mindset and a lifestyle also, because in your case it's like you will stay where you are at your home itself, but I have to go to another place. Like when I'll get married, I have to change. So this disturbs me certain times, and then I think of all the things which I want to be very good at in just next 1 to 2 years. So I would be a little resilient, flexible, to understand others and to help others if they are struggling with something, or to help myself more than anything else, because it would be definitely difficult for me to go and adjust in other family. I know myself, and that is why. So this is that is why I listen to many people these days, many, especially women. As a woman, I can relate with them much more than other people. That is why. And then I got this idea that you should go for the holistic approach instead of just focusing on certain things. Then you will lack in a few things and then you will feel demotivated there. So that's what I do these days.
Yeah, that's a great thing. That's why you are getting the better results too, because you are working on everything. And what am I doing? Just you know that I'm working on myself, but not working on just surroundings. They're quite simple and look very cheap in that sense. That's what I know. But actually, there is a saying in Hindi, "Jo dikhta hai, wo bikta hai," right? So you need to work on
True.
everything, of course. That's what you know, right? Because you need to sell your skills somewhat. So you need to see, just you need to change everything. That's why,
Hmm.
because when people look at me or my video, maybe people are not able to understand the what kind of person am I, right? But when
Hmm.
I just look professional, people think, oh, like the person is quite brilliant. And
Hmm.
second thing, which you talked about the workshops, you are doing well, because if you have sufficient money to invest right now, better to go
Yeah.
with the professionals, because
Hmm.
you have a limited time now, and you will not be able to explore every single field by yourself. That is also the point there, because if you
True.
want to explore yoga, yes, books are there, videos are there, but better to go with the trainer, right? Why I'm training a lot of professionals from the past 3 years, 4 years, but they can speak English. But why they hire me? Why they accept me as a trainer? Because they have limited time and they
Hmm.
want a proper guidance in 30 minutes or 35 minutes, right?
Hmm.
That's why they pay me. Otherwise, it's very expensive for them. They can do it by themselves. I don't do anything for them. Only I sit
Hmm.
in front of them. So if you want to explore all those areas, it is very important for you to go with the professionals, and they give you something which you can't even learn in 30 days that you will get
Hmm.
in maybe 30 minutes. First point.
Hmm.
Second, which you said about that you are a girl, and of course you have a limited time, because
Yeah.
limited time in that sense not, but just before marriage, if you will be able to just stand tall, then I'm sure that you will be able to do everything for whole life. But before marriage, if you're not able to establish yourself in a good position, then it is very difficult for you to start later. So, like
Yeah.
right now, if you have 150 or around whatever it is, if you're able to touch 1 million, you will get a partner who will be able to accept your activities and you will continue that. But
Hmm.
suppose somebody has like 5,000 subscribers, who is going
Hmm.
to give them freedom to go do YouTube after marriage, right?
Hmm.
So that is
Yeah.
also very important. So before marriage, if you are able to establish yourself in a good position, for sure you are going to get the good benefits, and you'll get the just because money plays a vital role in it. Satisfaction is very important, but money matters a lot, because this is materialistic society. So where
Hmm.
people care about money, and if your in-laws will think like she's getting a lot of money, she will they will let you do whatever you are doing. So
Yeah.
you are doing right, and I'm just really happy that you are doing something, and your parents are supportive, your brothers are supportive. That's very good, because nobody knows like what will happen in future, right? So
Feel
better
lucky.
try to complete, or try to just work on your dreams as much as you can, and I'm sure that in
Hmm.
future also you'll be able to continue, because right now you are in a good position. You have worked on yourself, so people will of course give you the permission to do whatever you want to.
That's true. And one more thing, one more thought comes into my brain, that how long will you be working on
Mhm.
yourself only? After a period of time, you
Mm,
have that responsibility and you cannot deny. Ashutosh, I think you don't need to go anywhere, but you would also have the responsibility. Just like right now also
mhm,
you have the responsibility to take care of your family and afford your sister's marriage. After that also, how long will you just be working on yourself? After that you have to take care of your own family, your wife, your kids. Then
mm,
if I am
mm.
still saying, oh, I have to work on myself, I have to work on my these things and all, no, I have to give time to them, I have to be there for them, right? For that family too. So then also I think, like, how long will I take to work on myself only? So that also disturbs me
Yeah, so it is the
sometimes.
right time for you to work on
Hmm.
yourself. Exactly. Like if you will be completely self-centered, then you
Hmm.
will feel somewhat bad inside that he's my husband, or
Yeah.
in-laws are just, I'm not able to give or spend quality time with them. Or
Hmm.
in future when you'll have kids, you will just, moreover focused on them. That is pretty obvious and practical. For me also, even though if I'm sitting here, it does
Yeah.
not mean that I'm just sitting here. I have to
Hmm.
think about my family, my sisters, like who's married, then talk to them or discuss all those things. That is absolutely right. And I know.
True.
But being a boy, at least we have a little bit extra benefit in that sense, right? That I can do whatever I want to, even though after I'll get
Hmm.
married. So maybe
Yeah.
there will be no restriction from my in-laws that no, 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 no. Why are you doing this
Hmm.
YouTube? You should go for a job. So that is there. So but for the
True.
girls, if they are not able to reach on a good level or certain level,
Hmm.
maybe it can be a big barrier for them.
Yes, we have to just show the results in order to get the permission. Though it shouldn't be
Mm,
like that, but
exactly.
we have to. Once a girl or a woman is showing results, then they get agree. Okay,
Mhm.
yeah, now you can proceed with this, and now you can do this. And again, it's our responsibility too to show if we have that, right? Okay, there was a
Mm.
huge thing, I guess we disclosed about each other, but that's true. I think that would help many people out there who are self-centered or who have that kind fixed kind of mindset, or maybe right now they are wasting time. This is also a huge thing, and I feel sad about, like, competition is huge, but still people are wasting their time, like watching some random stuff,
Exactly.
and they don't even know
Yeah,
that they are
reels,
wasting.
just, watching reels is a
Hmm.
waste of time, which even though I
Yeah.
end up doing sometimes, and later I feel
Hmm.
like, what am I doing right now? So
So do
that's not
I.
good. And most of the people do that, what I feel.
Hmm. Sometimes happens with me too. The last week, this week was pretty good. Like, I felt good because I have joined yoga classes. So this is what next. I wanted to always. I used to repeat it multiple times. I want to do yoga. I want to do yoga. But I think somehow I manifested it now. Finally, I got. You won't believe. Someday I reached a shop where I didn't know that why I
Mhm.
stopped there. I reached there and I just pursued a few things, and they introduced me about the yoga center. I don't know why. This they started talking, do you want to follow that yoga, and there we have this and that, and then she showed videos, and I was saying my sister that why she was talking about such things with me. We just wasted time here. We came back, and after, it's been 2 months now, and then I thought, and I had the number of that person. Then I went there, and then I, like, okay, everything, when you believe in something and when you repeat certain things, like, I want to do this and I want to do this, like, I felt within that I want to actually. Then as it is said, the universe brings those people, situations and circumstances for you, where you can follow it easily. Otherwise, I think I wouldn't have thought to follow professionally, though I wanted to always. And again, I had an injury in my foot, so I wasn't doing anything for the last 6 months. So that is why it is quite difficult for me to start again, and
Mhm.
that is why I was feeling dizzy. But
Mhm.
and the last week I didn't do much work related to my this work. Like, somehow I'm managing to
Mhm.
record one video, edit the next day, and upload. Like this, I'm doing. Otherwise,
Mhm.
I was doing a lot of sessions earlier, but now I guess I'm focusing more on this thing. And then I will be able to have the amalgamation of two, and then I would proceed with the third thing. This is like how I have to manage. Yeah. Have only 5 minutes. I have a lot of questions we would cover in the upcoming sessions. And I would like to have another session with you soon. If you have time, you can just let me know whenever. And let me know if I can help you with anything.
Oh, thank you for asking. So the first of all, I'm trying to work on myself. Like, thanks for your concern. Now tell me, like, as you said, like you are ready to do a lot of things, but how do you manage schedule or just schedule your sessions, and how do you manage with your all of things like mails, because now I don't get mails, to be honest, because I stopped doing sessions with the people. It was really tedious for me when you have to deal with your family things at the same time, all those things. So how do you manage all those things together? And there is a particular time then when you have to answer the mails, when you have to, or particular time for the sessions, the frame like 2 to 6 or like that. How do you manage that?
It's quite challenging. I would say it's not easy these days, not at all, because I get a lot of messages, emails. Like I'm sometimes I feel like how to manage this thing, and then but now I have reduced my classes, I have reduced my sessions. Just I told you, like I meet one person only every day. Earlier, I like was taking 3 sessions, 4 sessions continuously. Now I don't do because I need proper rest. After coming from the yoga class, I take my 1 or 2 classes, regular classes, and then I go to sleep. 2 to 3 hours I sleep in the afternoon, which I need now because my body needs to recover. So I have reduced my classes. These days I am taking only 3 classes, which are group classes. Now I am not taking one-on-one sessions, like paid one-on-one sessions.
Mhm.
That's I have stopped because it is really time consuming. And then you cannot change people's mindset to there if they are adamant. In group, I find
Mhm.
that is way much more engaging, where you can conduct debates, where you can conduct conversations. So that is how I am running currently 3 batches only: 10 a.m., 12 p.m., and 9 p.m. So it's easy, like 3 hours in a day, it's easy. Apart from this, I meet one person. So 30 minutes, that 30 to 40 minutes. So 4 hours I need. So I think that is how I am managing. Otherwise, it would be definitely difficult. And whenever I get time, whenever I have to have a session, only then I check my emails. Otherwise, I'm getting a lot of, I don't feel to open it even when I see
Exactly.
it's like
After a
scary.
certain time, quantity, just you need to go with the quality over
Hmm.
quantity. Because
Yeah.
I stopped doing conversations because there were a few reasons behind it. Because it's very difficult to find the mutual timings. When
Hmm.
somebody is like 6, then they will say, "No, sir, I'm going out today. Just why can't we do it 4:30?"
Hmm.
So that is very difficult for me to manage, and that used to give me a lot of stress. So
Hmm.
now I stopped doing those sessions with the learners or the beginners completely. I'm
Hmm.
more into solo content, and I just go to an offline institute as well to
Wow.
get the content or to get an exploration about the offline classes too. And I'm really
Great.
happy about it that my confidence has just increased in that
Hmm.
sense. Sitting
Hmm.
online is completely different from standing in front of 40
Agree.
students in a class.
Do
So that
agree.
that I feel like now I'm learning, and I'm really happy about that. Now I don't shiver in front of them, and I don't get the fear. Now I'm quite comfortable managing them. So that's what. So it's good.
Hmm.
Try to focus on yourself, as you said. Like I think this is the right time for you to live and enjoy whatever you want to do. Because
Yeah.
after marriage, I don't so like you'll. I don't think so. You'll get that freedom. Sometimes like people ask questions like why yoga, why this, why that. Even though you are self-dependent, you are financially free. Then also some restrictions are there.
Yeah.
So just
They would
be
be.
happy and try to do whatever you want to do at this moment. So this is
Thank
the
you
right
so
time for you.
much. Yeah, thank you so much. And I would like to tell you that keep exploring and be optimistic, because sometimes things happen in an adverse manner because they want you to explore something which is just for you. I believe in the purposeful life too. So if there is something which you are meant to do, only you are the one who is meant to do. So strive for that and you would definitely get that. So that is why we should not give up. We should not stop here. This is, if the one thing is not working, I'm damn sure there is something big which is waiting for you. Because I have experienced, as I remember, as I already mentioned multiple times in my videos, that I studied for 2 years for banking, and I wasn't able to crack even pre-examination because that was not for me. And that was, I
Right.
think that time I was very distressed, but now I gradually I understood, like there are certain things which you are meant to do, so we have to explore. So yes, thank you so much for your time, and thank you so much for connecting to me, and thank you for the insightful session.
Yeah, my pleasure. And thank you so much for having me here.
Yes, and we will meet soon again in the next session.
Sure. Bye
Yeah.
bye. Take
Bye
care.
bye. Take care, you too, and have a great evening ahead. Yeah. Bye bye.
Sure. Thank you.